let's talk about how to manage your account. We're going to go through, let me just refresh that. Okay, we're going to go through some of these navigation toolbars up here, and I'm just going to kind of give you a general rundown of what an admin would need to access on their dashboard. So under manage, you're going to be able to view all your programs. So we had briefly mentioned earlier about your completed programs. And this is a question that comes up a lot. So if you need to view your completed programs, you're going to go under manage all programs, and you're going to just change this filter from live and upcoming to completed, and you're just going to apply this filter. And then this will bring up all of your completed programs. All right, so then the other stuff that you can look into under manage, you can manage your e-commerce products, your store, your locations, your members, the calendar, any invoices, discount codes, and credits are also under this manage tab. Under messaging, so the messaging feature and button that we have right here, compose a message, is associated with the same compose a message button here. So you can click it here, or you can go to it from here. You'll be able to reach out to your members, and you'll be able to kind of select members specific to a program, members specific to, I guess, a gender, and then you can even email your staff members if you need to. You're also able to actually view all of the emails that you sent. So this is a really nice feature. You'll be able to view all of your sent email messages, and you're also able to kind of view the tracking details. So the tracking details will show you emails that are bounced, that are received, opened, etc. like that. You also have access to posting an announcement here, your premium settings under text messaging, and then email contacts is where you'll be able to add email contacts that for members that are not currently members of your organization yet. The next tab that we're going to look into is reporting. So from here, any reports that you need to pull, this is the page that you need to be in. You could pull reports for registrations, so you could pull the report of all of your registrations from 2020 if you'd like. Same with transactions. You could pull all of the transactions from 2020 if you need to. Another really cool thing that you can see here is if you are on LegalApps Gateway, this is where your dashboard would be. Under content, this is where we would edit content on your website. So your pages is literally every page that is associated with your website from the front end. Your home page, your tournament listing, club teams, etc. Will be under content pages. Menu items is associated with your navigation toolbar at the front. So on the front end, it'll be this toolbar right here. So up here, this is what we call the menu items, right? The home, about us, tournaments, events. On this page, you're able to kind of reorder these. So if you wanted to switch the order of these tabs, I guess, up, you would be able to. You're also able to edit, have access to your widgets. These are widgets that you can just automatically generate and put on your front page if you need to. If you have any questions on this, obviously you're welcome to ask, and we'd be happy to help you and give you more detail on that. And then you also have access to your mobile homepage. So this mobile homepage content, it's separate from, it's basically what you see when you go to Surf City Sport at leagueapps.com, but when you do it on your phone instead of your web browser and your computer. The next tab that we have here is your design tab. This includes your theme editor and your skins. So this tab will bring you to the page where you can edit your site's colors, skins, fonts, images, just the general look of what your site looks like. So then The next thing we're going to run into is your Connect. So Connect is basically the section where you're going to have your integration stuff, you're going to have your API stuff. If you have API wizards on your team and they need to have access to this is where they would have to go. And there's also API documentation for them if they need it. Under integration, you're able to make integrations via Zapier, or we have direct integrations with MailChimp and some other sites too. So next part is what I would imagine as the most important part. This is your settings. This is going to be your site level settings. So under basics, you're going to have your site settings. This is going to be the place you change your domain name, you change your any type of site settings that you would have, your domain name, your time zone, anything kind of on that level. So your site mode, sales tax, and other basic details that you would need to update. Your custom URL is associated with if you were to have a custom URL or domain that you want to connect to your League Apps domain. Another important part to kind of keep an eye out here for is your program registration settings. This is super important. This is your default registration settings, form fields, and waivers. So anything that you have in here will automatically be created with every new program that you create. If you make changes into your default registration settings and you make a program before you made those changes will not be retroactive. So this is only applied to brand new programs. Like any information that you put in here will only be applied to brand new programs that you create afterwards. You're also able to connect your social, your Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter down here. You're able to view your member profiles. So this is also super important because this is where you would be asking your general member information for when they create their accounts. You can add a specific form field if you need to. If emergency contact name and phone number is not a basic standard field that we have. So you could definitely add that if you definitely need it from the parent. Messaging, this is also a really cool tool. We're actually going to go into this in my tips section. So I'm going to skip this for now, but messaging settings, you'll be able to edit here as well. And your payment processing is also in this section. The next section that I want to show you guys is under your name here. So right now I'm in the general account right here, but under your name, if you were to click on it, you'll be able to see manage account, what's new, need help, and then log out. So we're going to click into the manage account. This is a dashboard that is associated with the organization's account. So if you don't have access to this, it's because your admin role does not provide you access to this. But this is where the owner or the admin or the org account admin would be able to go to kind of make some edits on certain things. So here they'll be able to manage their admin users, any terms of agreements for the admins you'll be able to view here. Account reports. So account reports in this section, you'll be able to view all of the invoices and transactions across all of your sites versus just one site from this section. Help and support. Here you'll be able to set up a voice line. I believe it's a voicemail feature. You'll be able to set it up with more information within this actual tab. You're also able to set up text messaging. And under account info, so here's probably the most important part of this page. The general details is where an org account admin or org account owner, I'm sorry, would edit their login information. So that's where this is. If they need to change their email, if they need to change their name, that would be the place to go. Your merchant services is basically what gateway you're set up with. If you're set up with League Apps Gateway, this is not too relevant for you, you can just access it from LegalApps Gateway here. But if you were to be set up on a classic Stripe or PayPal or authorized.net gateway, sorry, you'll be able to kind of set it up here. The billing section in this page is associated with your monthly LegalApps fees. So if you were to have monthly LegalApps fees, this is where you would go to view your invoices and where you would be able to enter your billing information. Down here, you're able to see all of your sites kind of on one page. You're able to manage, view, and disable each one of these sites. You can also re-enable a site from here as well. All right, so that in itself, that is how a lot of admins would be able to navigate and kind of go through their day.